So as January comes to a close for 2025, I feel like this is actually a really good time for me to talk about this right now. Honestly, this is something that I want to get off my chest, but I also want to talk about this too as a means to educate other people to make sure that you guys know and understand both the pros and cons of dating in the modern world. Now, in case you guys don't know, yes, I am actually a very red pill, like a lot of YouTubers that I have watched and have a lot of respect for. So let me just give it a couple names here, just name a few. I'll talk about YouTubers like Better Bachelor, Strong Successful Male, Taylor the Fiend, True Story Nation, who's done some stories for me in the past. But there's also RPM, who's very well known for his contagious laughs. Manosphere highlights daily, and all these other ones. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head right now, but I'm just like getting heads out of my brain right now. So let me talk about a little bit about my story here real quick. So when I was a teenager, I was always having a hard time, trying to embrace the single life. I was very young at the time. In middle school and high school, you get along with all these cute girls and whatever, and it's like you wanna be with them. Well, unfortunately, as time went on, I I was starting to get like desperate for a girlfriend, which is something you don't want to do. Being desperate for a relationship, it's not going to get you anywhere, man. Trust me. I know this all too well. I would even have like a lot of moments back then where I was just like I have like this hopeless romance in my head where I like daydream about saving my own princess or whatever. This is something that I've done in the past, and then something that I've actually regret now because it really came back to bite me in the ass at the very end of the day. Thank God, though, it actually ended back in like 2015 when I started to actually make some very genuinely good friends with other guys when I started to attend the private school that I wanted to go to. The reason for the transfer was mostly because of two things. One, I needed to transfer to a better school. The community college I was in was also, well, I was struggling in the community college that I was in. I didn't really like the classes or the school there either. It was just a bad place to be in for me. So I actually had to transfer to a different school. The private school was actually, well, it was pretty expensive to go to, yeah, but at the same time though, it was like the best school I ever went to. I made because I made the best friends there. I'll just keep it that way. Having the best friends for life when going to school can make your life a whole lot better, especially when it comes to being friends with other guys. And all these guys together, especially, have helped me get through my desperate need for a girlfriend. And now here I am today. It's really not there anymore, and it's made my life a lot better actually. When I don't think about it right now, it's really a poison in your mind that can really destroy your mental health if you have this kind of thing. A desperation for anything really isn't good for you. If it's like for a job, however, I understand that, but being desperate for a relationship in today's day and age, you don't want that. No, 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 it's not good. So yeah, I mean, another issue that I had with this too is like it my desperate need for a relationship back then was like it caught the attention of someone that pretty much followed me around. I'm trying to keep it in general because I don't want to get the video flagged, and it finally gave me the courage to finally stand up for myself and say, hey, it's not going to work out for us. Can you please leave? I actually had to get some help from the disability assistance office. I forgot what it was called, but they helped me. They helped me resolve the issue, and it was just not a pleasant time for me. But it helped me understand though that being desperate for a girlfriend is not something that you want to have. It's very unhealthy. It keeps you from focusing on your more important life goals. It yeah, it don't do this. Not to mention the fact that relationships today are mostly nothing but a scam now for a lot of people. Now I've watched all these red pill YouTubers on YouTube, and they've helped me confirm that it's not worth your time, trying to date these so-called modern women. But here's the other problem too, though. You have both men and women who don't do the right things with themselves, and whenever these two get into like a relationship, it never ends well for them. As a matter of fact, I've been hearing a lot of stories about a lot of modern women, trying to treat their husbands or boyfriends like their personal banks, and that's really all they care about. It's not about who you are as a person; it's what you provide to the women, or well, if you're a woman who's like trying to provide for a man, well, it's like the if that's all you care about, really, what's the point? In addition to all this, too, there's actually a blog. This comes from Terry and Roberts via terryandrobertslawdog.com. They actually talk about some serious facts about divorce here in the USA as of 2024. And it says here, as quote, the word divorce can stir up a range of emotions from a sense of freedom to despair at the end of a once happy union. This has happened to me in my family. Let me just get that out there. Most people can easily quote the now outdated statistic that 50% of marriages end in divorce. Although the true number is lower these days, the United States still leads the world in marital splits, but not for the reasons you might suspect. Well, I'm not surprised at this point. So it basically goes on to tell us about the quick facts about the divorce here in the USA. And it says here that according to the Centers for Disease Prevention and Control, or CDC, the current divorce rate nationwide is around 42%. Other quick facts about divorce in the US include 86 divorces every hour compared to 230 marriages an hour. Oh my god. Marriage and divorce rates in the US are decreasing for a range of reasons. Yeah, I'd rather not go down the list of that. Estimates say 41% of the first marriages will end in divorce, and as many as 60% of second marriages will make it, and third marriages end in divorce 73% of the time. And if you go beyond the third marriage, it's gonna be a lot higher. The average lifespan of a first marriage before divorce is 8 years. Millennials are waiting to get married and stay married longer, driving the divorce rate lower. As many as 64% of men and 52% of women will remarry after divorce. Well, I'm not even quite sure if this is going to be a thing after last year, but we'll have to see what goes on. Couples between ages 18 and 24 are most likely to split up. I mean, yeah, I can understand why. I mean, I'll talk more about that later. So just below the article here, it does talk about COVID-19 affecting the divorce rate. And it says here, during the lockdown, many couples spend more time together than they may have before, since no one left home for work or travel. Kids were kept at home. Even trips for groceries were limited. Yes. Meaning many may have discovered cracks in their marriages that they hadn't noticed before. However, once the backlog of cases was cleared, it became apparent that the divorce rate actually remained the same. While filings decreased during 2020 and 2021, when people were able to submit divorce petitions to the courts again, the divorce stayed steady at 42%. The top reasons cited for filing were lack of compatibility and lack of intimacy. Okay, yeah, that part is very, very much true. So there was actually one part about me that I forgot to mention. It was like the year 2008. I was able to get myself a girlfriend, but the problem was the relationship itself was completely all online. We had no way of meeting in person. let alone the fact that the girlfriend I had at the time was from another country. And because of the long distance, the relationship just couldn't go on. It was honestly a painful thing to go through, but eventually I was able to overcome it once I started making some better friends since 2015, and it just everything just became better at that point. So whatever happened with me with this whole relationship stuff will no longer be relevant to me since I moved on. Unfortunately, though, as someone who's like very red pill myself, I do feel like it's my duty to stay in touch with these things as well. It's also very important to like educate you guys to understand what this is like as well. If you guys need some help to figure out how to get through your relationship, whether it's just like whether it's a marriage or just like a engagement, whatever, I would strongly suggest looking at strong successful males videos. He does have a way of allowing you guys to email him too. Yeah, so please get some help if you need help with your relationships. Yeah, strong successful male is one of the guys that can help you with this too. I know there are a lot of other guys that can help with this as well. True Story Nation helped me with stories that I covered with him. I'm just really glad that I was able to overcome these kind of hardships myself, and I hope I don't go through them again. Unfortunately, though, I have to be more aware of what goes on around me. With social media being a thing, and also dating sites and apps, it's it's going to be a lot harder to find a genuine companionship, because if you try finding one today, chances are you'll be scammed, and it's going to lead to a lot of hell. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman; it's just going to be the same results. This is Major League Gaming logging out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.